Researchers are working on a new blood test to detect Parkinson's before symptoms arise. Parkinson's is typically a neurological disease where the amount of cells inside of the brain tend to decrease over time. Now, this leads to reduced amounts of dopamine, which are key for things like fine motor movement and other kinds of skills. I'm not sure if you know anyone who's ever been impacted by Parkinson's, but it's a disease where they have difficulty doing basic things like picking up a glass of water, writing their name with a pen, or even nowadays just texting on their phone due to the tremors. Now, this new test is expected to cost about $70 to $100 inside of the United States, but it kind of depends on where and when they release it. How researchers are planning on doing this is by examining the amount of transfer RNA molecules that are inside of the blood. Now, this is kind of a signal for when there's Parkinson's because you can look at the specific coding in regards to the transfer RNA molecules that are found with Parkinson's. The researchers will also be looking at mitochondrial RNA, which happens to go down as the disease tends to progress. Now, they're going to be looking at the ratio of these two things and hoping to get a better understanding to see if this would be a great indicator to determine if someone is on their way or progressively leading towards Parkinson's before it actually arises. According to this article, the researchers said that if a point of 1 was determining as it being a direct correlation between having Parkinson's and a 0.5 being that you just flipped a coin and you had Parkinson's, and that's how accurate the test was, the test ended up scoring about a 0.86. So it's better than having nothing, but it's not a clear indicator, but hopefully that they can make progress to making it more indicative of the situation in the future. It should note that the current best clinical testing, according to the article, is that we have a ratio of about 0.73 in our current clinical testing, meaning that this could possibly exceed what our current testing measures are at determining if someone has Parkinson's. Now, the researchers do explain that the key issue with this is that there are biomarkers that are very similar between Parkinson's and other neurological conditions, so they're going to have to figure out ways to make sure that they can clearly differentiate between the two without it showing up as something else and possibly giving the incorrect treatment. Overall, this is a huge breakthrough for the Parkinson's community and for anyone who are at risk for it, because it means that we can possibly get testing early on and get people treatment before major symptoms start to arise.